Heroes, you are our last hope, saviors of this world. I know you can do it, as long as you stay... Oh. They're already gone! SideQuest!
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, brave heroes in a gilded age took to adventuring to slay monsters, gain coin and notoriety and fame, and spread their name across the land. But that is not the story we are here to tell today. We enter dark, gloomy skies over the city of what was once Canberra, Australia, now colloquially referred to as the Can. Its high cylindrical walls sheen with silver and aluminum, scored with countless battle marks, as gunfire rains down on the horrible mutated undead kangaroos and giant emus. The last vestiges of humanity, at least in this dead, dying place. We zoom over the walls into a very dark and depressing place. Muted grays, blacks, armed guards on every corner, and high above, surveillance drones stalk the streets. People talk in hushed tones. There is no music, save for the horrible drone of corporate muzak piped through the speakers. We zoom to a wall, covered in wanted posters. 3 zoomed in, next to each other. Actually, one large joint poster. One sports an orc with, graying hair and glasses. One sports what is, strangely enough, 120 individual pixies. And a third, a dragonborn, clad in plate. Underneath reads the following: Wanted dead or alive. Indecent exposure, singing without a purpose, or singing without a permit, and class 4 innuendo usage. Be on the lookout for the registered sex defenders. We zoom in through the wanted poster to a library where our 3 heroes sit. Heroes, welcome to Loathing Down Under. Please take a moment to describe your character.
Well, I am Glenda. Glenda the Librarian. And please, be quiet in here. I am a orcish woman, kind of small-faced and like maybe 30s, kind of mousy, and jacked beyond belief. And I have an eye patch.
Who's sitting next to Glenda?
Next to her, trying to read one of these bloody books, is, of course, Sir Crikey now. A dragonborn pacifistic paladin who was raised by his mums to a gator and a crocodile lizard folk. And he believes he is part crocodile. And he wants to spread his love across the land.
Ugh.
So mine is, a. So it's upon initial like first glance, you wouldn't expect this guy to be anything, abnormal. Here, let me post him in general, the little sketch that I did of him. But this is Big Tony's detective agency. And as you can see right here, he does give you the impression of a robot man, but he is in fact an automaton that is controlled by 120 pixies that are unseen within the head and the chest cavity. If he lifted his shirt off, you could see that it was actually in fact a giant walking office building. And if you could also notice in the neck area, there's a little elevator, and there's a guy that just clocked in, and he's waving at you.
Perfect.
You three are waiting in the library, your impromptu base of operations. Yeah, that's a very apt. For those, because you can't see, C has just posted a copy of Eddie Murphy's Meet Dave on Blu-ray in the general chat.
That is my shit. I got that on bootleg still. I have that movie on bootleg. Before Kevin Hart was famous, when Bill McCloud was playing just a janitor.
Damn, Glenda's hot.
Glenda.
Anyway, Glenda.
Death by
Yes.
Snoo.
Is it Glenda or Glenda?
Glenda.
You said Glenda?
Glenda.
Okay,
Glenda.
I'm
Like
dumb.
the Good Witch?
Yes.
Good witch Glenda? Nah, bad bitch Glenda.
Yeah, bad bitch
That's how
Glenda
it's
the
bad
librarian.
bitch. Glinda the bad bitch.
Yes.
So, just some general world building for you guys to really get into the characters of the registered sex defenders, which is what
Yes, that's
the
us.
city has labeled you guys
Yes,
as.
we also, with us, we
One
have our
fucked up
pet.
name.
We have
Oh
our...
yes, the pretty pet cocaine bear.
Yes.
It is a grizzly bear that has been constantly fed a supply of kibble laced with cocaine.
Mm-hmm. He's nice.
He is proud and happy and loyal.
Yes. And also not here, because some people can't do scheduling.
Currently, he's just asleep in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, cocaine is one hell of a drug, and sometimes it knocks your ass out.
Mhm.
He skipped
He's-
one meal and immediately crashed.
He's docile for now.
Yeah, you guys are waiting in the library for word from your contact, I guess locally known as the potion seller.
Sorry, I immediately, when you first started saying con, I was thinking you was going to say concubine.
No.
I'd say this isn't that type of campaign,
is
but
that
it very
type of
much
campaign.
is.
You guys know your current mission,
Yes.
which is to seduce the kingdom.
Yes.
Bonus points if you can get 6 stars while doing it, which, in this case, we're referring to Grand Theft Auto rules. So if you can attract military force to attempt to stop you in your goal, you have completed the side quest and will level up.
Yes, if we
Just be way too friendly.
if we attract military level threat response to us attempting to seduce someone,
Just have a citywide orgy.
Yeah,
Law enforcement.
just pull a whole Greek/Roman.
I'll Dewey your decimal system.
The Diddy party.
No. It is that
Oh,
is
God.
too soon to make that joke.
Ugh.
Fuck yo, that Bumacod is going down, and he deserves it.
It's too
SideQuest and its affiliates reserve the right to refuse service to specifically C. C, get the fuck out.
Oh, okay, kick the black man out. I see how it is.
You're not token.
Yeah, I'm more black than Token. He got money.
None of us
His
have
name is
money.
Tolkien.
No, that
Not
was
to
just
me.
that
No,
was a
his name
gaslighting
is
scheme.
Tolkien now.
They did that as a joke.
His name
Yes,
is
they made it
Tolkien
permanent,
now.
I know
But,
it's.
but I still call that nigga the Token black guy.
Well, anyway,
He will forever
we
be
have,
that.
we have to do the campaign. We can't get
You
off
do have-
topic. We have to stay
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
you
main
can't-
quest.
Oh. Suddenly, you hear the familiar sound that everyone knows from the mid-2000s. The ring of a Nokia 3310.
Oh, no.
I thought you was gonna start singing Barbie Girl.
All right, 20 of the pixies who are currently managing the right arm move it over to grasp the phone and turn and like press the call button.
Do you put it on speaker?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, what can I help you for?
What can I do you for, eh?
By the way-
To whom do I address?
It depends. Are you a cop?
Good answer. 'Tis I, our mutual friend, the potion seller.
As soon as you say friend, Crikey, Sir Crikey jumps up and gets close to the phone. Yeah, I'm your friend.
Crikey, Sir Crikey.
And Glenda.
A wonderful privilege to hear your voice.
Of course, mate. It's lovely to hear you.
I believe we've made a break in our current goal, but you're gonna have to come to my secret base. I can't.
Not gonna
Wait,
be
yeah,
very
the
secret
phone.
if you tell us.
You're right. You already know where it is. And if I disclose much more information than that, then this phone will self-destruct. Aw,
That
shit.
seems a little
Beep.
bit too violent.
Beep, 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 beep.
I'm gonna grab the phone and throw it.
Quiet in the library.
Yeah, as soon as you say quiet in the library, the phone flies towards, like, a shelf, and then you expect it to explode, but it is a Nokia 3310. It sounds like the internals of the phone explode, but the casing is completely fine.
Is it like warped at all?
No.
No, that makes it vulnerable.
Sir Crikey still pushes both of them to the ground and like, take cover, loves, take cover. The thing's gonna bloody explode.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, as soon as
Anywhere
you
left.
knock
One amazing explosion.
As soon as you knock the Big Tony's detective agency down on the ground, the fedora pops off, and like 5 of the executives that currently live inside of the head just fall out, and they all just like shake their fists at him. By the way, I
Yes,
should
me.
mention that when the Big Tony's detective agency speaks, that is Big Tony himself talking. So. But yeah, they all gather back inside of the skull, and the right arm management puts the fedora back on.
By the way, you may or may not be aspiring a future character of mine. By the way.
Oh, I do intend on putting Big Tony's detective agency into my Tuesday session.
Oh god! All right,
Definitely
hold on. We gotta keep going.
Anyway,
We have to keep going.
We got limited time here. Stay in
Yes,
character.
yes.
No table talk.
I mean, a little table talk. is
Little
fine.
table talk, but we gotta stay in character. Speak only
You all
as
know-
Big Tony.
You all know how to get to the potion seller's lair. But unfortunately, the way there is heavily surveilled, like everything in this city.
Mm-hmm.
The reason the city is so heavily surveilled is because...
Voyeurs. They're all just voyeurs.
I mean, no, it's actually quite the opposite. Sex has been outlawed.
Ah.
fun has been heavily mandated by the state
I've
to
seen
the point
this
where it's no
anime.
longer fun to attempt to have fun. All music is state provided. All board games were invented in a boardroom by like 10 people who have never actually had fun before. And anyone they even suspect of prostitution is shot on sight.
How are we supposed to spread our friendship if it's
Fuck.
illegal?
Damn, I've seen that anime. No.
You guys are one
This
of
is
the-
totally legit. There's an anime called A World Where the Concept of Dirty Jokes Doesn't Exist. And the fucking main characters are arrow terrorists because they're just obsessed with sex.
Why am I not surprised this is an anime that you have watched?
Well, I should have brought it
You
up
are-
on the weird anime list.
I was just
are
about
one
to
of
say
the-
that.
You're one of the last vestiges of hope in this city that change may come and that other people may come as well.
Come.
You are the registered sex defenders.
Yes.
All right, so to
Dirty
continue the plot, we
Go
should
on.
probably
You're gonna
get to
have
the
Come for me.
the
to the
hidden.
lair.
Yes.
How do you guys move in such a way that doesn't raise suspicion? I'm going to ask for a skill check. Now, for those of you playing along at home, we're using the roll for shoes system, which is incredibly rules light. But one fact does remain. Characters do need to roll for skill checks.
All right, I will
However,
roll.
there are no codified skills. So, what skill are you going to employ in order to move through the city without raising suspicion?
Well,
Just be very friendly.
I'm trying to move.
That's what I'm
I'm
doing.
trying to move stealthily, but unfortunately, the clap of my ass cheeks. Sorry,
So, are you rolling stealth or are you rolling ass?
I'm rolling ass. To
Okay,
keep it
roll
under
for
control.
ass.
Yeah. How many dice do I roll for ass? How voluptuous am I?
Well, currently, because you do not have ass as a proficiency yet, you roll 1d4.
All right, perfect.
That will say that the since this is the first check and we're learning the system, your DC is 3.
I rolled a 1.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak to the secret lair, but I'm dumb as shit, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
I'm just gonna try to be like so
This is-
friendly that they won't bother us. Like, there's
Okay,
there's no
your
reason
your DC is 7 because friendliness is a form of happiness, and happiness is heavily regulated.
he's
But
just
you
walking
are an
past everyone
expert
who's
on
just
friend,
pay
so
for
go
it.
ahead and roll friend for me. Roll 3d4.
Yeah, I'm just walking along and just, damn, I can't
Clap,
control
clap,
all
clap.
this ass. All the cameras are just glued to it.
If
I
you're
rolled
going to be
8.
so... you rolled an 8?
Yep.
Congratulations. You are so friendly, the police are loath to actually arrest you for how friendly you're being.
He's just walking past with a big smile on his face. He's like, they for it. It's just keep going.
All right.
Beautiful day, innit?
So
Lovely.
I am one of my 3 proficiencies is magic automaton. Can I roll how would proficiency work in this system?
Because you are proficient, you roll 2d4 instead of 1d4. And if you were
Okay.
an expert in a field, then you roll 3.
Okay. Cuz I'm going to roll to see if my robotic outards will function like a normal human
Okay, roll automaton.
or if it's going to be Octodad. All right, I
hope
rolled a
it's
3 and a
Octodad.
1. So do I add those?
You do add those together.
Hey,
All right, so
shout
I get
out
a
to
nice-
my Octodad
A
Let's
4
Play.
a 4 is good enough to not erase any significant suspicion. You are not being stealthy, but you're also not octodadding all over the place.
Yeah, what's the
You-
matter? You never seen a normal person walk before?
I just feel like every time the camera sweeps over
What's
to
the matter?
you,
Smooth
everything's
skin? Never
black
seen
and white.
120 pixies before?
It's just the world turns into a noir whenever you speak.
Oh yeah, every time you open your mouth, corporate mandated jazz music.
Yeah. It's just AI voice, but only saying like approved messages.
Dame walks into my office. She's all legs. Like, way too many legs. 7 or 8. I ask her if she needs something. She rolls her eyes at me. I roll them back to her, and she sits down.
I was about to say all 8 of them. Fucking drow. A drider.
Now, you all managed to because of C's amazing ability to just charm the pants off of anyone who like looks at him.
Hey, I've already got my
So
pants
busy,
off. That's the problem. here.
they're all so busy looking at C that they don't notice the clap of your ass.
Hell yeah.
What the
And you
fuck?
all
Almost
successfully
insulted.
and you all successfully make it.
Don't worry,
To
the clap of
lair.
your ass cheeks will be useful later when we do seduce the kingdom. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you.
Yes, the clap of your ass did not jeopardize the mission this time. There will be others.
There will be more.
You arrive at the lair of the potion seller. You see there's a door with a slot. The slot opens up as you approach because obviously he has this whole place wired up.
Mhm.
Every other building is wired up, so it's actually more suspicious if it wasn't.
Right.
Crikey kisses the door as he goes past it.
We didn't.
Oh,
Thank you, love.
the door doesn't open, the slot does, but as you kiss the door, he's like, oh yeah, it's you guys.
Mm.
And then he just immediately opens the door. That was the
Imagine-
password, was kissing the door.
I just imagine like as soon as he opened the slot, just a kiss on his
I
eye
would like
because he
to
was taking
seduce the
slot.
door.
Password, ah!
I would like to seduce the door.
Okay.
Roll seduce.
Roll seduce. What dice?
It's a D4.
All right.
Everything's gonna be a
A
D4.
1.
Oh my god.
The door remains unmoved, and actually, you feel kind of bad because you feel in your heart of hearts that the door has rejected your advance.
Come on, door. You've got such a nice knob. I just wanted to play with it a little.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
At that mention, you see one of the cameras on the other buildings, kind of like the lens kind of twists as it zooms in.
Gonna like put the librarian's head down and put the rest of our heads down and not look at the camera.
You move into the lair.
Yeah, we move into
Yes.
the lair.
All right. It is dark, dingy, and it smells of sage and herbs and a kind of an earthy, kind of musty stench permeates this place. Is like bottles of perfumes and different bundles of herbs are all stashed in various corners. There's a large wooden counter somehow the potion seller was standing next to, like, behind the door. As soon as you turn to look at him, he is no longer behind the door, and as you turn back to the counter, he's behind the counter.
Sir Crikey jumps, yells, "Bloody hell, mate! You have to stop doing that."
seller. Potion seller.
It's like that one SCP.
You folks couldn't have come at a better time.
Well, you're the one that
Yes.
called us, see?
We just came here to make sure that you come.
We always come on time, love.
We always come.
You guys better sit down for this. And he pulls out this, like, industrial grade, like imagine a crate if it was shrunk down to the size of a briefcase. Like, it has the briefcase handle, but it is a full, like, wooden shipping container. He, like, puts it up on the countertop, and he pries open the top with a small, like, appropriately sized crowbar. Like, imagine a crowbar, but it's, like, 6 inches long.
So like a normal crowbar for any of the pixies that are currently working.
So yeah, he's using a pixie crowbar to open a pixie-sized giant crate. And he pulls out a pixie-sized industrial bottle of something just labeled, like, contraband XXXXX. Government prototype, do not touch. And just, like, looking at it, it's, like, pink and glittery and, like, just so obviously clashes with the entire city's dynamic.
My God,
Ooh,
we
how
were
lovely.
investigating that last week.
Did you? Of course you were.
But it's very pretty. Why would anyone need to investigate it?
This is the most powerful aphrodisiac ever devised by dolphins.
No!
Oh.
It's the
It is
dolphin
It's
cum
not-
It is
juice.
friendship.
It's
blood.
not the dolphin jelly, I promise that. I would explain this for the kids playing along at home, but you have Google.
Yeah,
And
don't.
safe search. Search it if you dare.
It's dolphin love juice.
It was developed by dolphins for people, strangely enough. And it is our, perhaps, best shot at overturning the horrific laws within this city. There are two possibilities that I have devised to use such powerful aphrodisiac.
Put it in the water supply.
And
I agree. Put it in the water.
the first option would be to infect the local water supply, which would give everyone in the city just an absolutely horrendous, 4 hours is nothing.
Oh no!
What
They're gonna be completely different people within the last 8 hours.
What about putting it in the mosquitoes? Those bloody things fly around everywhere.
You know that ever since the ever since the cows came home a few hundred years back, the mosquitoes have been 6 feet long.
I used to know a cow puncher. One a monthler.
How old are you?
Never ask a lady.
Oh, my apologies, miss.
Sir
It's
Cracky
all, it's all thanks to some
leans
potions
in
I
and whispers,
drank
I'm
a
pretty
long
sure she's
time
older than
Oh,
both
I
of my
s-
mums.
I remember my grandfather telling me about a potion of youth,
Yes.
and my father telling me about a potion of youth.
Yes.
You were the person who bought that potion of youth? Oh,
It was a very
fuck.
powerful potion. They almost told me it was too strong for me. But I managed to wear him down.
I'm sure you did.
Mm.
The other option that I can see to change the minds from the top down, so to speak, would be to take this directly to the council and feed it into the air ducts.
Have everyone breathe it.
Council orgy.
The
If the
council.
council
the
falls,
count-
then everyone falls. See?
You can either infect the masses and force change from the bottom up, or you can infect the leaders and enact change from the top down.
I
Which
believe
s-
the leaders need a
Or
little bit more
I
love
believe in
their
your
life.
creative ideals.
Yes.
You're all capable individuals.
What
I
if one
like
of
the
us
idea.
just drinks it?
If we infect the council and then film it and show it for the world to see, then this could be to our advantage. See?
Ah, leverage. You're a crafty
Not
one.
leverage.
Leverage.
It would
The
cheer
start of a
everyone up
revolution.
It would cheer everyone up to see the council getting along.
You're a crafty 120 of you, aren't you? You're a
Plus, we could
crafty
sell the video
corporation.
footage online. See?
You're one crafty corporation.
You are
God.
one crafty bunch of fuckers.
Leak the corporation sex tape.
I'm sorry, Azira, you take corporate personhood to a whole new level. I'm sorry.
thank you. I guess that's what I'm going for, but
Now, I must warn you, I paid a lot of very good meat for this. I need to make sure that wherever it goes, it isn't tracked, you aren't killed, and that whatever reaction we get out of it is worth it, see?
I promise you, love, by my God, the crikey gods, that this
Well, thoughts and prayers and promises are all
supposed
well
to
and
be.
good, but I was hoping for more of a concrete uh, insurance policy.
When have we
We're all,
ever felt you?
And what
if
Are
you give
you
it to me,
attempting
I'll
to-
put it in the evidence locker, and then you have to have
I
a
want to use
permit to
my
get in.
friendship to
Are you-
convince him.
you're okay, you're rolling friend. Okay.
I will
You've
roll
known him
ass
for-
again.
Are you going to try and give? Are you like attempting to help
Yes.
by
but-
rolling ass?
Yes.
Okay,
Noel-
C,
Noel is
you're
just
gonna roll
working
friend.
behind me.
C is gonna roll friend. Noel is gonna roll ass, and then subtract Noel's roll from C's roll.
Oh God.
Whatever.
No, I mean it depends on how well you roll
One!
it. Okay.
Fuck!
Yeah, C, go ahead and roll friendship.
Okay, I
Noel,
already
throw
rolled.
that fucking dice away.
So I
This
have.
is my bone dice.
Well, it's boning you.
I
Well, I
know.
rolled 9.
Hmm?
I rolled 9.
You rolled a 9. He mulls over your words as you say, have we ever failed you? He's,
I'm smiling
No.
at my eyes.
no, I suppose you haven't. But know that I'm putting my neck, my entire livelihood on the line for you, Crikey.
And I am
And
pitting
he-
his tail. As he pits his tail on the counter.
And he is. Are you
I'd
offering
risk
your
my neck if
tail
I
as
had one,
collateral?
see?
Sure.
Yeah, he's like. So you saying you're risking your tail?
Yes, me too.
I'll take that. And then he just lifts like a comically large cleaver and just like chunk.
Whoa!
He just screams out loud. Just crikey.
Oh,
I mean, it
damn,
doesn't- it
that
doesn't
tail will
hurt.
go as a delicacy in other countries, see?
It's like it because of like evolutionarily speaking, you're a lizard man, which are pretty closely related to the crocodile men, which are very popular out
Oh,
west.
you're a lizard, not a crocodile.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
technically a dragon.
I was just raised by the crocodiles.
Oh.
It didn't really hurt, and it'll be back in like a week.
He's
It's not the first time
overdramatic.
you've given your tail. It's not the first time you've given your tail for a friend. It's literally
I
saved your
love
ass a couple
you.
of times.
You love me. Take my tail.
It's like, all right, make good use of this, and then he slides the box, like the entire crate. And it's funny because to Big Tony's detective agency, everyone else hears like the sound of a regular crate, like a giant shipping crate being pushed across the counter, but everyone else hears that but really small. Like it's not just a light box, it's like a heavy box has been shrunk down, but it's still heavy.
How big is this box, by the way?
Oh, it's like a maybe 9 inches wide.
I'm gonna
Like
try to pick
it's like
it up and hand it
briefcase
to
sized.
our pixie friend.
You gotta try and pick it up.
Yeah.
Roll bench press.
Oh shit. Is that like 1d4?
1d4. You're not proficient.
I rolled a foe.
Oh, you explode! Go ahead and write on your character sheet bench press as a proficiency and roll 2d4.
Oh shit.
Ah. Stepping on my turf.
Well, how the hell am I rolling so good with you both? I never roll good. So
You only roll good when
it
it matters.
6.
You rolled a 10. The check was 3. You beat it by 7. You critically succeed. You lift this fucking thing with one hand, and you feel your arm strain, but like you're too friendly to not show that you're like strong enough to defend your friends. So with the power of friendship and your fucking jacked muscles, you lift this tiny, super heavy crate with one hand and carry it out of the building. You were handing it to someone, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
handing it to me.
I was gonna hand it to
All right. Does one of the big Tony's agents collect the evidence?
There's gonna be 7 pixies that make their way down the arm,
So
and
7 pixies have to roll for them like a barrel-sized jar.
yeah, and they're gonna move it on down to the evidence locker for safekeeping.
So where is
Which-
the evidence locker located on Big Tony's detective agency?
in his ass.
Is it the crotch?
You know what? It is now.
Okay, wait. I think the evidence locker should be the ass, but the fucking armory should
No,
be the crotch.
The cross.
The evidence locker is the ask, so like you could just deposit things into the crack. Let's make it the worst thing possible.
It is the
Oh, yeah,
worst thing
absolutely.
possible.
It's his prison pocket.
Okay, I leave this next part up to you. Do you head to the municipal waterworks, or do you head for the council building?
Let's see. What do you guys
I vote
think?
council.
I vote council as well.
Alright, let's get those old bastards nice and horny.
God. Gotta love the
Alright.
description of this when it happens.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
I need a skill check for travel again to make sure that you guys aren't waylaid by
The
wary
clap of my
guardsmen.
ass
I'm just
cheeks.
gonna do the
Are
same
you rolling
thing.
ass again?
Yes, I'm
I'm
gonna
rolling-
get this right.
So, are you-
4!
No, put ass as a proficiency, roll 2d4.
Yes.
You finally got ass on the professor's.
Oh, so you earn proficiency by rolling good.
Yes, when you explode, you get proficiency. If you roll 2 4s on a proficient skill, you become an expert. If you
2
roll
ones!
3d4, 6. 6 is good enough. You've managed to get that ass under control.
My hips just can't lie. I am Shakira.
Got
Oh.
that shit wrenched down with iron cordage.
Well, in that case, I guess I could roll for stealth and see if I can
Discipline,
get proficiency
discipline.
on that.
Roll stealth.
Yes. I rolled a 1.
Okay,
That's
so
not
you know how
happening.
you were really
Me and
focusing
boys.
on moving like a... You were really focusing in the beginning on like moving like a creature.
Now you are off.
Now you're moving like a building. Like you're trying to move so quietly, but in moving quietly, you are also just kind of T-posing down the street.
God, you forgot to pick a prop.
And see,
No,
you were rolling.
the
were you
guy-
rolling friendship?
The
Yeah, I'm
pixies
just gonna
that were
do the
working
same
both
thing.
arms are
It
are
just-
on their lunch break.
Just
Okay,
wave
you're-
at everyone
you're
like
in-
lovely day.
Your check is now 9 because you were headed straight for the most heavily guarded area in the city,
And they're the most
and
anti-fun.
you were still displaying literal illegal behavior as your get out of jail free card. DC 9 friendship check.
Ooh. Let me see. Hold on.
You got this. See.
You just
all
don't
on
want to
you.
fail by 5 or more.
Oh, I got it. You said the DC was 9?
9.
Well, I wrote 9.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You're just so goddamn charming. That rather than shoot you on sight, the police just kind of like wave back,
You know, I'm too
nonplussed.
pretty. Everyone in this world is scaly.
I'm not gonna make that canon.
Oh, come
You'll
on.
summon Mars if you do that.
Mars didn't want to join. Well, Mars was busy.
Mars also didn't know we had scalies.
Also, unfortunately, Satin couldn't be here either, but
Yeah,
Yes,
he passed out in
unfortunately,
the
Satin
corner
couldn't
from
make
the
it.
cocaine.
He's too high.
Satin's cocaine addiction.
Yep.
We sent his
he
ass
was
to rehab.
he was getting too much in character that he lost himself.
He pulled an Amy Winehouse on us, so we had
Oh, come on.
to. Hey, I love Amy, but
I'd say it's too soon, but that was like 15 years ago.
everybody has made fun of her.
Ugh.
Okay, so all of you managed to succeed your various roles, and you get to the council building unimpeded. Here comes a whole separate can of worms, because you can't just walk into the council building.
We got
The most formidable foes
But
you have ever
everyone loves
met
me.
Oh, no.
are alive in droves behind those doors.
The
Horrible,
British guard.
conniving bureaucrats.
I'll pose as their secretary.
So, do they have guards outside?
There are two armed guards, very like dark armor, like some fiber armor. They've got like ballistic vests. They're carrying like P90s, like submachine guns. These guys are like no joke guards.
So I'm about to go up to my best friends, the guards,
Oh god.
and
And get
like
shot.
inform them that their good old buddy has one of those deviants stole my armor to go fornicate with it. I need them to be like some homies and lend me some armor.
Okay, first I need you to roll friend.
I have another plan.
I want to see how this plays out because I have an idea for this.
I
Rolled
have
less
boy.
good, but it's not horrible.
What did you roll?
Let me count it. Oh, what the hell? Hold up. Let me recount that. Or oh shit! Why the fuck I keep rolling same number, different, same total 9, but different
9.
numbers
Okay.
on the dice.
How are you rolling nines?
These guys
with
don't seem.
D4s?
These guys seem not surprised. Like you feel like you've
I'm
pulled this
expertise in
grift
friendship.
before.
Oh, yeah.
You've pulled this grift before, but as soon as one guy opens his mouth to say yes, he has like the most rancid, like Limburger anchovy sandwich tuna breath. I need you to roll a tolerance save for me.
Oh, that's one less dice. Let me see, 4, 5, 6.
The DC was 5. You managed to talk to him without gagging. You don't even screw up your face that much. His friend or his like co-guard. Hold on. I'm gonna roll his tolerance check. Oh, he explodes.
Uh-oh.
No.
I was waiting for his co-guard to just throw up.
He actually he rolls a 10.
Damn.
He's been standing here for the last 6 hours. He doesn't have a sense of smell.
Yeah, that shit is burnt.
Sense of smell is actually mandated to be removed from or if you get a job as a guard here.
Yeah. Well, while he's doing that, I'd like to take a different route in.
Okay.
Is there a front desk?
I mean, there you could see a front desk through the glass doors.
All right. I would like to roll to Karen.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Okay. So, first of all, you enter the building
Yes.
and you notice and you know as soon as you step in the doors that you have been noticed and are actively being watched.
I will make a big show of myself. I
Okay.
demand to see whoever's in charge here. There is far too much fun going on in this city, and it needs to be fixed now. Bring me someone.
Roll a Karen check.
Roll a Karen check.
That'd be a 7.
Excellent. Yes. No. As soon as you open your mouth, you see that the guy is not paid enough for this shit. I'm gonna go get my manager. Before you get like the third word out, you say, "I demand you," and he's like, "Nope, nope. I'm gonna go get my manager right now."
Good.
Does
Good.
not want to deal with this shit.
You continue on the tirade, but he's like gone.
Yep. I will continue, and I'll just keep making more and more noise out here.
Yes. The cameras are very firmly affixed on you, making a public spectacle of yourself.
Yep. Having no fun.
Makes
But
it easier for
unfortunately,
the
my
rest of us
ass
to
is
get-
great, so everyone else is having fun around me.
Yeah. See, the guards explain that the I guess the armory that you can get your guard uniform back from is located just past the front desk on the right.
Like,
You
thanks,
just have
bro.
to show your ID to or your like guard card to the scanner and it'll open the door.
Oh.
Did they take that too?
Yes, they bloody took everything. I believe
Ah,
they said they were
buggery.
gonna shove
Yeah,
that up
you
their
can
asses.
borrow mine. That's all right, right, Tim? And then Tim looks back. He's like, "Yeah, it's all right." He's like, "All right, thanks, Tim," and he gives you his key card.
It's like, thanks, bro. I'll make sure I bring it back for you.
Appreciate it. Now quit that smiling shit before you get us all fired.
I have resting instead of that bloody resting bitch face. It's the resting smiling face. It's a bloody cuss, I tell you.
Had a mother like that once. God, I miss her. Um, Big Tony, what is your department doing right now?
Right
You see that
now,
your friends have both managed to make a decent entrance,
so
but you're the one holding the payload.
I am, but we're not at the council yet, are we?
You're at the council building. You haven't reached the council nor any way of administering the aphrodisiac.
So I mean, like the best thing to do right now is to, not do it in the open.
Right.
No shit, but is it possible is there a way that we could potentially like drug their food? Is there like
Are you asking if there's like a corporate kitchen?
yeah.
I mean, you could probably find the kitchen. There's no guarantee that the council members would be eating that specific food, and there's no guarantee that only the council members eat that food and not like some of the regular staff here.
Unless there was a generously donated by the taxpayers cookies from a bake-off that was just so happened to be prepared in the kitchen. Can I roll for baking?
Roll for baking.
Oh, please God, let this happen. A 3.
All right. You managed to slip into the building because of Glenda's tirade. You are able to move relatively unbothered by guards and relatively unseen by cameras. You sneak into the kitchen and you make probably the most mid cookies you could possibly think of. Not mid as in bad, mid as in like, oh, these are chocolate chip cookies. Like they kind of outlawed sugar, but they did invent this like weird sugar substitute. You've
These are
been
some
feeding
pretty
it to the
decent snickerdoodles, see?
You've been
I gotta
feeding that
fucking love 'em.
you've been feeding that sugar substitute to the bear for a while now.
Oh no, no! So it's got cocaine and aphrodisiac. Oh God, this is gonna be a violent orgy.
This is going to be a rough night for them.
Be the best orgy of their lives. Maybe
the
the last.
only orgy of
They're
the
gonna have the
past.
best.
It's either the best orgy they'll ever have, or the last orgy they'll ever have.
Yeah, they're gonna have a heart attack after that. But I guess it'll make our point made.
So now, so you've applied this like radiant pink chemical to these pokies, which was, that's generally what.
Pokies.
Pokies. Poke these
And
cookies.
aside from
That's
a
why they
like
have
a
a hole in the
slightly
middle.
off hue, like if you can imagine taking a picture of a cookie and then in like a photo editor, like changing the color to be just ever so slightly pink, like a filter over it.
Yeah, like you just put like food dye in it.
I mean, yeah, and they're not like dyed pink. I mean, they look like cookies that have been put like on under like an Instagram filter.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like brown, but with that kind of pink veneer over it. No matter how you look at it,
All right.
not
And
particularly noticeable, but it's a fun effect.
but yeah, I make
We're
enough
trying to have
cookies.
fun here, which is totally against the law.
Well, I mean, it's enough
Hey,
fun.
if they
It's not
were,
enough that it's gonna be noticed. So
hey, if
that
So
there
works
yeah,
in my
were
favor.
contraband
now
taken in from those
yes,
deviants,
see,
the
excellent
officers should
point.
eat
You managed to bag contraband cookies from an illegal bake-off.
it.
uh,
And you do you like write a note? Do you give it to like a caterer? Do you
our
deliver it yourself?
I think this is a big enough issue that we need to bring it to the top directly.
our graphic design department gets together a nice little like note to be like for the council with like big bold letters in like this nice like fancy design. And it also like includes actually no, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. Uh I was gonna include like a it on the stationery for like the Big Tony's
Detective
detective
agency.
agency, but then I don't want to attract more suspicion on us.
Hey, we could say there was a collaboration between the detective agency and the guards, since I got my
Oh
guard
yeah, so
suit, and we
like
found this contraband and brought
a
it to the
joint
council.
effort between a private investigation agency and the police.
Yes, exactly,
The
exactly.
police, I'm such a good guard that I'm bringing in the private investigators to work for the government. Have
Okay,
them do our dirty work.
these guys are private. Like these guys are a PMC that are outside. Like they're hired on specifically by the council. But there is a formal military. This is like the capital, the city of a nation. There's a standing army. It's just that most of the army and most of the militia, which like is in place of like a standardized police force, are currently busy fighting giant emus and undead kangaroo.
Oh, and I definitely went for the highest ranking armor that I could find inside of the armory.
Mm.
So yeah, like you walk past a bunch of like very obviously like uniform, perfectly standardized guard, and then you see one that just has like the most over the top like gold filigree epaulets. But other than the epaulets, it's still just like jet black. It's got like weirdly enough, this one has like a medal from like you think maybe the third or fourth Cola War on it.
Oh no. It's a Nuka-Cola pin!
This one actually has you actually get the like crystal cola medal with the armor. Like this is like veterans armor. And you know that if you were wearing this and you were spotted by a guard, if they don't immediately spot that you're bullshit, they will have immense respect for you.
Oh, he wears that.
So yeah, you're like wearing the like gold shoulder pad epaulets and you've got like one big medal which just shows like it's imagine like a military medal where it's like a colored ribbon with a like brass pin and then just a full glass soda bottle.
That's ridiculous.
So yeah,
I love it.
you also find a spare key card so you can in fact return your key card that you borrowed if
Yeah,
you
he
wanted.
actually is gonna return that.
So
These are
he
his
like
friends.
you see you come back outside and they both turn to you and then immediately like snap into attention and give you a salute. It's like, "Oh, Commander, we didn't mean to be friends. We swear.
No need.
We accept
No
full
need for.
blame, and we can be summarily executed by you at any time."
Don't worry, bruvs. Normally, I probably would have executed you, but I fucked up this time. He hands them their key card back. This never happened. And then he walks away.
This never happened. Excellent. Okay, so we
Then
have
he's actually gonna
um.
go to the Karen, and
Oh
he
yeah.
wants to make them believe that, oh, I was sent by the higher ups to bring this person in these contraband straight to.
So wait, you're gonna bring Glenda in as a prisoner of war?
Yeah.
Well, that's from telling them at least.
Glenda, how do you respond going from, complaining about there being too much fun in the world to now being explained that you are, in fact, one of the people having too much fun?
This is an
She is
outrage. I don't
complaining too
accept
much.
any of this. Take me to your higher up. I need to lodge a fucking complaint.
Go ahead and roll me. This isn't really a thing in Roll for Shoes, but give me a roll with it. Give me a Karen roll with advantage, please. So you can choose to re-roll both of your dice and take the higher of the four.
that
Basically,
would be an 8.
you rolled two. You rolled four twice.
Yes.
You explode. Put down expertise in Karen
Okay.
and roll 3 more dice.
Holy shit.
All right. Expertise in carroting. And then 3 more. That is a 7.
Okay, so you rolled. The check for this was a 6. You rolled a 15.
Yes.
You critically succeed, and they are like, "Oh, we are so sorry. How dare you accuse this woman of being a criminal? We will take this to the council at once." And then they will personally escort the commander and Glenda to the council building, or
And the
to like
contraband.
the High Council. Are you gonna grab the plate of
We
cookies
need
on the
love.
way?
Question: does our detective friend have the cookies on him? If he does, I'm just gonna grab him like this one. Help find it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at this point. I'm just coming out of the kitchen with the contraband cookies.
Yeah, I'll just immediately grab you and just pull you with me.
Careful with the goods. See, this building cost $3 million.
This this building costs $3 million.
I'm sorry, Australian dollars.
we measure
Yeah,
things
this
by meat.
this building costs 3 million meat.
Oh shoot!
3 million kangaroo meat.
It's just generally meat. There's no real distinction.
I know. I forgot that this was the Loathing
In
universe.
Loathing, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're before the council.
Dango hot dogs.
Yes, they bring you to like, strangely enough, as you get up past like the gray veneer of like the first like 20 floors, which they take you up by the stairs, by the way. You know there's an elevator, you saw them,
Yep.
but they're gonna bring you up the stairs specifically.
It's the less fun way. Of course they have to.
And that when you get to the doors, they are still in like muted tones, but you can see that they are decorated. There's no like gold filigree, it's not gaudy or anything, but it's not the drab corporate look that you've seen all throughout. This is more tasteful, more sad beige mom than corporate dystopia. This is the most fun building you've seen ever.
Crikey's resting smile face just gets a little bit bigger.
My God, they're having fun all without us. How dare they?
Yeah, how dare they have shades of beige instead of shades of gray?
The High Council would never have any bloody fun, of course.
Fun. How dare you would levy such an accusation against the council as well as this fine citizen of the of Canberra.
I would never be so brass.
Go ahead and make an ass save for me.
All right, cool. An ass save. I'm proficient in that. That's an 8.
Yeah, roll it again.
Yes, expertise in ass. Those squats are paying off. All right, so what happens if I roll a 12?
You explode and you become you gain mastery in ass.
All right, how many dice do I roll now?
You rolled a 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll 4d. If you roll 4d4.
All right.
Oh my god.
So
He's
right now
getting
it's,
too powerful.
20 plus
Why
what
did you
you
go
roll
from
now.
rolling dog shit into this bullshit?
All right, so that's 3 ones and a 2.
Okay, so you rolled a 25. The DC was 6. You critically succeed. Your
An
ass.
Your
Yeah,
ass
so
got
you
them in a
go.
daze.
You feel, as you say, I would never be so crass,
Yes.
and you feel your ass start to break free from its confines, and you immediately, like with that barbarian strength, heighten it to a steel tight. You
It
could
is said that
probably
her
break
ass.
down the door with your ass if you needed to now.
It is said that that on this day her ass grew 3 sizes.
Yes.
You think your hips couldn't lie before. Now your hips have an AoE lie detection feature. Your ass can tell if others are lying.
You went from J-Lo to Nicki Minaj real quick. Got that K Michelle.
I would never be so crass.
Yes. My ass is the ultimate being.
You have Hawk's ass.
Congratulations. This is the fun part of the game. Now you have mastery and a skill, and you're going to use it for everything.
The incredible ass.
I will achieve all things through ass.
That is your new superhero name, the incredible ass.
Yes.
Okay, so do you wish to open the council doors? Do you wish to, like, step in?
Yes.
Of course.
Ass first.
Ass. You want to walk into the High Council ass first?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm not going to
God.
make you roll an ass check, but I'm going to note that you're going ass first,
Yes.
and note that because of your mastery, it will not penalize the rest of the group.
I'm gonna go in very friendly, like I belong.
You're going to
but, like,
go into
these
the
are-
High Council building incredibly friendly, like in
yes,
a sergeant uniform.
these are my homies. These are my homies.
And I am going to enter as a I'm going to enter very professional like because I am in fact a place of business inside of another place of business.
I am a place of business.
I am a place
Not
of
if another place of business. See, hey, I'm a vet.
Oh, a
I should be allowed to
matryoshka
be.
doll
I
of
should be allowed to
business.
be friendly. I'm a little bit C now.
All right. As the doors swing open, you see torchlight, candles. You see lots of hard shadows. You see men and women of various heights and sizes and persuasions in deep crimson cloaks. Like sitting in multi-tiered chairs across the walls, leaving like kind of a speaking floor with a dais in the middle. And you see in the highest position is probably the smallest person in the smallest robe in the room. Big Tony.
Yes.
As you look across the room, you look out and see that tiny figure, and you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that person,
Tony.
you've dated that person before.
Who in my 120 employees has dated that person? Just Big Tony?
Big Tony,
Okay.
the head of the company, the one who's talking.
Actually,
Alright.
I am.
This woman was an absolute bitch to you. She made you feel small. This is your abusive ex.
Oh no.
Soon as we walk in, Sir Crikey just immediately goes, "Hello, loves. What a lovely drab day we're having. It's quite drab, isn't it?"
Okay, so I need you to roll a friend check. And what you set for your friend check is your tolerance DC that you have to beat. They're going to take that
Okay.
friendly energy and they are going to beam it in an unfriendly manner right back at you by glaring at you. You are breaking the law by entering this building and being friendly.
God damn it.
Oh
You
no.
rolled really good.
Roll tolerance. What is your DC?
So, for my friendship, I rolled a 7.
Okay.
I don't think
It's still technically possible. You just don't have to. If you fail by 5 or more, something really bad happens.
so. I rolled a 4 and a 1.
Okay. So your attempts to be friendly in this situation do fail, but not so badly as to incite violence. They glare at you silently before the small one steps up. What have you brought before the council?
Well, we have some ass and some contraband.
You have some contraband that you wish to give to us directly,
Yes, we.
and you have I'm sorry. You have some ass. They take one look at Glenda and they understand what you mean. It's like, oh,
That's a
I
lot
see.
more than I ever gave you, see?
Oh, Tony. How are the other 119 of you?
Well, I'll have you know that 5 of them are resisting the urge to pull up that middle finger on the right hand, see?
Ah, but I can see 20 of you down in the armory are having a field day.
It has nothing to do with you, sweet cheeks.
It has everything to
That's
do
not
with
the
me.
right term.
Sweet cheeks.
That's not the right term. I panicked!
Sweet
Oh, what a
cheeks.
lovely, what a lovely couple.
No, we only have one pair of sweet cheeks right now. It's Linda.
Those are
What is
iron
this
cheeks.
contraband you have brought before us?
We found somebody deviants having a orgy bake sale.
It's the
An
last
orgy
sugar
bake
in the
sale.
country, see? That was made to make these snickerdoodles.
You will leave these cookies with us. You will walk away.
Gladly.
We will see to it that you will be, how you say, not arrested for your blatant disrespect of our rules and regulations.
You certainly know a blatant disrespect of rules, see?
We will ignore this comment as well. If you leave now and hold your peace, you will not be summarily shot as soon as you step out of this building.
Sounds like a
Good
fair
day.
deal.
Good day. And then you feel the floor underneath you slide backwards, and the doors slam in your face.
Hold on. As we're leaving, I want to unleash the full power.
Roll ass.
Yes.
And
Also, I would like to
4, 3.
Yeah, as you
4,
feel yourself
2.
move backwards, you have a split second to react.
Okay.
You are being ejected from the room.
So I got 4, 3, 4, 2. So that's 6. A bunch.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's a 13.
13.
I want
yes.
to try to convince them
You
that
know-
we could all get along, like we could all chill.
I just want to swagger out of the room.
Oh, you swagger out of the. I thought you were unleashing the full force of your ass in a violent way.
No. I want to leave, and I'm just leaving in the most
Okay, so-
way.
Did anyone else have any actions?
I would like
I
to.
will- Go ahead.
I would like to plant a small camera, so that when they actually consume the contraband, their orgy will be televised throughout the country.
Would you say that your company has done that before?
You could say that.
Would you say that you have a proficiency in things that your company has done before?
Let's see. Well, detective agency, so I suppose that works.
If you're doing that as an agency, then go ahead and roll with proficiency.
All right.
Since
I
the
have-
DC,
6.
that does it. You
All
managed to evade or elude the perception of your abusive ex as you plant the small camera.
Sir Crikey would like to one last time try to use my friendship to convince them that the guards that let me in deserve a raise or like a promotion. Like I want to tell them that I've been seeing them cracking down on all of the deviants and all the people doing illegal activity.
Okay. So you're rolling friendship again?
Yeah. I want to put in good word for my two homies at the front doors.
Roll it. Your DC is 10. You really don't want to fail this.
Oh, I really do.
Whatever's funner.
I barely made it.
You made it?
Yes, I got a
You
10.
rolled a 10? Okay. It's like, we will consider your words. Now leave.
He's gonna leave, but as soon as the door closes, she was a real bloody cunt, right?
Tony, do you patch the feed through to like some sort of recording device, or are you gonna watch this?
Fortunately, we do have at least 3 people on the 3rd floor that do have connections with the local news team. So they
You're
are
gonna
going
air
to patch
this
it.
live?
Yes,
Live
they are.
footage.
We are airing this live.
Okay.
Well, we are going to air this live as soon as they're like 3rd floor is going to be monitoring the camera feed, and once they actually start eating the cookies, they're going to try and get it live.
All right.
With a slight
just so-
delay,
just
of course, so that the
for
council can't act quick enough.
for posterity, for posterity's sake. One pair of eyes was firmly locked on Big Tony, and that was from Small Tina.
That was his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, Small Tina was Big Tony's ex.
Oh my
abusive
God.
ex.
Small Tina.
No, that isn't like adjective name. Her name is Smaltina. And the rest of the eyes were firmly planted on Glenda as she swaggered out of the room.
Yes, the ultimate distraction.
But regardless, they did not see like the camera being placed, which is the
Yes,
important part.
the important thing was that she was so busy like hate eyeing you, and everyone else was so busy watching that bootyful display of. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the ass equivalent of like the boob, or like her tits breasted boobily down the stairs.
Dude, all I'm just imagining
And
is that
all I know is that it
song.
was
What's the song? I'm trying to describe this girl without being disrespectful.
Damn, girl.
it is ass-tastic.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
Statton's
just
gonna hate
truly.
that he missed this.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna show up, and it's like, how the fuck does Noel have a mastery in ass?
No, the ass master.
So,
That is your new title now in
I
this
am the
company.
ass master.
do you guys book
CEO/ass master.
Yes, we haul ass out of there.
it? Of
Oh,
course,
of
you
course,
all
I'm going to
asked.
say
Yes,
goodbye
I
to
will
my.
haul ass, and I will use my ass to run faster because I'm hauling ass.
I'm of course going to say goodbye to my two homies, the guards, and try to be so friendly that I get their numbers before I leave.
That is an
Tell them
11.
that I help get them a raise. They're going to get a
You
promotion.
know, yeah. So no role necessary because you are their superior. They are like mandated by law to give you their contact information. So they will give you their numbers, and as you flee the scene, Big Tony, a bunch of clocks on all the different like walls, tick over. It is now 4 o'clock, and you know that the 4 o'clock news is just about to start.
Perfect.
All right.
And all over the country, because it was one of the only channels that wasn't actively banned by the state. You know that more than half of the city is going to tune in, as right in the middle of the weather, which never changes. It's always
It's the
overcast.
dry eye guy telling the weather.
It's like, I think we're getting some interference, and then it cuts to like Technicolor rave lights, no clothing except for anything that just shows everything. Like, you don't know where the fuck they got gimp suits. You suspect that they might have been wearing gimp suits under their robes. They were
They've
planning
been-
on doing this anyways.
Yeah, but now there's just on camera. And it's worse.
And you know that tens of thousands of citizens, good citizens who were following the law, now know without a shadow of a doubt that their leadership are not only hypocrites, but degenerates,
And
liars, thieves, and by next week, nothing has changed.
Ah.
Crikey, we missed one hell of a party.
Well, we can always try
So
again.
we failed.
You didn't fail per se. Your goal was to
Discredit
you
the
know
government.
discredit the government and expose the top brass as the liars, thieves, and cheats that they are. And now everyone knows. But they're still the ones in power, and they still have all the guns.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
Sharon from accounting, which is on the second floor, would like to make her debut as an anonymous-esque organization with another like newscasting or interference with the news
Okay.
to call upon the masses to bring about their sexual deviancies in spite of the government, and to show them that they are not going to take it.
Do you want to bring anyone on
Hold
who
on.
might?
We might need to continue this story another time. As
We will continue. Yes, This has to have a part 2.
It does.
Yeah, well, I know that, but
The seeds of rebellion have been sown. The government has been fully and thoroughly discredited. The people are upset and probably kind of blue balls.
Yeah.
Next
They are
time I'm
hot
gonna
and
create the
bothered
crunchy
and angry,
friendship
and
bears.
they need some. They're a powder keg. And you said Deborah from accounting,
Sharon from accounting.
Sharon from accounting.
Do I need to roll
Will
for this,
s-
by the
Ready
way?
to lead the
You
charge.
might have to roll. You might have to roll for this next session.
All right.
But unfortunately, Sharon from accounting is about to light a spark that will set off a fuse that will ignite the powder keg and maybe, just maybe, blow this city wide open. Maybe.
Viva Sex Revolution.
Yeah.
But that is a story for another time, and that is the main quest that we have to get away from. Until next time, loyal viewers, I guess we have to get back to our other main quest, and we hope that everyone else here does too.
Did we? No, we didn't get 6 stars.
We didn't get 6 stars
Next
yet.
time.
I was too bloody friendly.
Something tells me an armed sexual revolution might get the military's attention.
That is true. We'll be armed with dildo launchers.
Oh god, it'll be like Dev Rising
Dildo
again.
launchers versus anti-emu artillery fire.
Don't forget about
Perfect.
Crikey's
Alright.
friendshit bears.
Well,
We gotta make
I'm gonna cut the feed before we get demonetized.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Crikey, everyone.